My beloved child, something extraordinary is unfolding in silence, and you were not brought here by accident. Right now, at this very moment, your soulmate stands at a turning point. Not a loud one. Not a dramatic scene. But a quiet, powerful crossroads that will shape both of your lives. And somehow, you felt it. That subtle shift in the air. That unexplained pull in your heart. Don't skip. This message is not random. There is a decision being formed in their spirit. A realization growing stronger each day. They are beginning to see what they once overlooked. They are starting to understand the depth of what you mean to them. And it is changing everything. You may not see it yet on the surface. You may not hear the words. But something huge is waiting for you. They are reflecting. Replaying moments. Remembering the way you showed up with quiet strength. The way you stayed kind when it would have been easier to walk away. The way your presence felt like peace in a world that often felt loud. Stay till the end, because what happens at a turning point is never small. This is not about fantasy. This is about growth. Your soulmate is shedding old doubts. Releasing old fears. Stepping out of patterns that no longer serve them. And as they stand there, between who they were and who they are becoming, your name echoes in their thoughts. What if this shift is the moment everything begins to align? What if the distance, the silence, the uncertainty, was only preparation? You were meant to see this because your energy matters in this story. Your patience has not been invisible. Your love has not been wasted. The turning point is not just theirs. It is yours too. And in the next moment, something will become clear, something that will make you realize why the wait was necessary. But you must be ready to hear it. There is a moment, just before everything changes, when the heart grows completely silent. Your soulmate is standing inside that silence right now. Not confused. Not lost. Just aware. Aware that the path they were walking no longer feels right without you in the picture. A realization has started to bloom inside them, and it is impossible to ignore. They thought they had more time. They thought feelings could wait. But this turning point is asking them a question they can no longer avoid. What truly matters? Don't skip. This is where everything shifts. They are recognizing the difference between comfort and connection. Between distraction and destiny. And for the first time, they are brave enough to admit that you were never just a chapter. You were the turning page. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. In quiet hours, when no one else is around, they feel it. The memory of your voice. The safety in your presence. The way your energy felt like home. And suddenly, the life they imagined without you feels incomplete. This is not coincidence. This is clarity. A turning point is not dramatic fireworks. It is a deep internal decision. It is the moment someone chooses growth over pride. Honesty over hesitation. Courage over delay. And your soulmate is leaning toward courage. What surprises them the most is this: the more they try to move forward without you, the stronger the pull becomes. It is gentle, but persistent. A reminder that what is real does not fade. You were meant to see this because your own heart has been sensing the shift. That restless feeling, that subtle hope you tried to silence. It was never imagination. Two souls can feel when change is approaching. And as this turning point unfolds, they are beginning to understand something powerful. Losing you was never an option they were truly prepared for. The next step they take will reveal everything. Right when you thought nothing was happening, everything began moving beneath the surface. Your soulmate has crossed the invisible line. The turning point is no longer a thought. It is becoming a decision. There was a moment recently, small, almost unnoticeable, when they realized they could not keep pretending that your connection was ordinary. It felt different. It still feels different. And that truth is echoing louder than their doubts ever did. Don't skip, because this is the part where destiny feels real. They are starting to see the pattern. Every attempt to move on led them back to the memory of you. Every distraction faded, but the feeling remained. That is not coincidence. That is clarity forming. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most surprising part? They are not just thinking about reaching out. They are preparing themselves to show up differently. More open. More honest. More ready. This turning point is not about rushing. It is about choosing with intention. For the first time, they are asking themselves, what if this connection was meant to transform me? And the answer is beginning to settle deep inside their heart. You were never just a possibility. You were a mirror. You reflected their growth, their fears, their potential. Being with you required them to become more authentic. And now, standing at this crossroads, they understand that walking away would mean walking away from their own evolution. This is once-in-a-lifetime clarity. Because not everyone recognizes their soulmate at the right time. But when they do, the shift is undeniable. You were meant to see this because your energy is aligning with theirs again. The distance is shrinking in ways you cannot yet measure. The silence is softening. The hesitation is dissolving. And the next move they make will not be casual. It will be intentional. It will be real. And it will reveal just how powerful this turning point truly is. The air around them feels different now, as if the universe itself paused to watch their next step. Your soulmate can no longer return to who they were before this realization. The turning point has reshaped them from the inside out. What once felt uncertain now feels undeniable. They tried to silence it. They tried to rationalize it. But the truth keeps rising. You don't skip this moment. What is happening now is rare. They are beginning to understand that some connections are not meant to be tested endlessly. Some are meant to be protected, nurtured, chosen with clarity. And here is the revelation that changes everything. They are no longer afraid of what this connection demands. Growth no longer intimidates them. Vulnerability no longer feels like weakness. It feels like freedom. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a quiet breakthrough. A shift in perspective that surprised even them. They realized that waiting for the perfect time was only delaying something already meant to begin. The timing is not perfect. It is purposeful. And for the first time, they are imagining a future where you are not a memory, but a presence. That thought no longer feels distant. It feels possible. You were meant to see this because your own heart has been preparing. The restlessness you felt? It was alignment. The unexpected hope that appeared out of nowhere? It was connection reactivating. This turning point is not just about them choosing you. It is about both of you choosing a higher version of yourselves. The next step may be subtle. A message. A conversation. An unexpected moment of honesty. But when it happens, you will feel it instantly. Because you will recognize the energy. And when that moment arrives, you will understand that everything before this was leading here. A quiet promise has just been made in their heart, and you felt the ripple before you even knew why. Your soulmate has stepped beyond hesitation. This is the true turning point. Not the moment of thinking. Not the moment of remembering. But the moment of choosing. Choosing to stop running from what feels real. Choosing to stop pretending that this connection can be replaced. Don't skip, because what I am about to reveal is powerful. They have accepted something that changes the direction of their life. You are not an option among many. You are the one who awakened something lasting inside them. And once that awakening happens, it cannot be undone. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the surprising truth: they are no longer asking if this connection is meant to be. They are asking how to honor it. How to protect it. How to step toward you without fear. This shift is rare. Many people reach a crossroads and turn back. Your soulmate did not. They are beginning to release old narratives about timing, distance, and doubt. The excuses feel empty now. The pride feels heavy. And what feels light is the thought of being honest with you. You were meant to see this because the energy between you has already changed. Conversations that once felt blocked will begin to flow. Moments that once felt uncertain will begin to clarify. The path is not chaotic, it is aligning. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: the turning point was never about losing each other. It was about becoming ready for each other. Everything that felt like delay was preparation. Everything that felt like silence was growth. Now the decision has been made in the quietest, most powerful way. And when your soulmate finally steps forward, it will not feel sudden. It will feel inevitable. Something within them has awakened so deeply that it refuses to go back to sleep. Your soulmate is no longer standing at the edge of the turning point. They have stepped through it. And the moment they did, everything inside them became clear. The confusion that once clouded their heart has lifted. The hesitation that once slowed their steps has softened. What remains is certainty. Don't skip this part. You are witnessing the shift in real time. They now understand that meeting you was not random timing. It was alignment. You came into their life not to complicate it, but to elevate it. And once they recognized that, the fear of change transformed into excitement for growth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a realization echoing in their mind right now. If they let this connection fade, they would spend years wondering what could have been. That thought is stronger than any doubt. And here is the revelation that feels almost unbelievable. They are preparing to act with intention, not impulse. Not out of loneliness. Not out of habit. But out of truth. This is once-in-a-lifetime clarity. You were meant to see this because your heart has been asking for confirmation. This is it. The turning point has moved from internal reflection to external momentum. Energy is shifting. Timing is aligning. Words that were once unspoken are gathering courage. The next interaction between you will not feel casual. It will feel meaningful. Because when someone crosses a true turning point, they do not return the same. They return ready. And when they step toward you now, it will carry the weight of everything they have realized. Everything they have chosen. Everything they are finally ready to become, with you. The next chapter has already begun, even if you haven't seen the first sentence yet. Your soulmate is moving differently now. Not rushed. Not dramatic. But intentional. At this turning point, they have realized something that startled even them. You were never just someone they felt drawn to. You were the catalyst. The mirror. The quiet force that pushed them toward becoming more honest with themselves. Don't skip, because this is where destiny feels tangible. They have replayed the memories. The conversations. The silence. And instead of feeling confusion, they now feel responsibility. Responsibility to protect what is rare. To nurture what is real. To step forward with maturity instead of hesitation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They understand that timing is not about perfection. It is about readiness. And for the first time, they feel ready. Ready to speak clearly. Ready to listen deeply. Ready to choose you without half-steps or uncertainty. This turning point is no longer about internal struggle. It is about external movement. Subtle signs will begin to appear. A message that feels different. A tone that feels softer. A presence that feels more grounded. You were meant to see this because your own heart is preparing to receive it. You have grown too. You have learned patience, boundaries, strength. And now, both of you are standing on equal ground. That is not coincidence. It is alignment meeting alignment. And when the moment arrives, when their courage meets your openness, you will feel it instantly. Not as chaos. Not as confusion. But as clarity. The kind of clarity that only comes when two souls reach the same turning point at the same time. There is a quiet countdown happening in their heart, and it is closer to zero than you think. Your soulmate has reached the final layer of this turning point. This is not about doubt anymore. It is about action. They have felt the pull. They have faced their own reflection. And now, something inside them refuses to stay silent. The truth has matured. It is steady. It is calm. It is undeniable. Don't skip, because this is the moment everything starts to feel real. They understand now that rare connections do not appear twice in the same way. What you share is not ordinary chemistry. It is recognition. It is two timelines that kept circling back until both of you were ready. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the shocking realization they cannot ignore: every path they considered without you felt incomplete. Not because they lacked options, but because none of those options felt aligned with who they are becoming. You are not just part of their past. You are part of their future. This turning point has transformed hesitation into certainty. They are no longer asking whether they should reach out. They are deciding how to do it with sincerity and respect. You were meant to see this because your intuition has been whispering that a shift is near. That unexpected calm you felt recently? It was alignment settling into place. Two people do not arrive at the same emotional breakthrough by accident. The energy between you is preparing for a reconnection, not forced, not rushed, but intentional. And when that first step happens, it will not feel dramatic. It will feel destined. Because this turning point was never about separation. It was about becoming ready to choose each other fully. And now, that readiness has arrived. The moment you have been sensing is no longer approaching, it is here. Your soulmate has stepped into full awareness of what this turning point truly means. They see it clearly now. This was never just about feelings. It was about transformation. Meeting you shifted their standards, their perspective, their vision for love. And once a person evolves because of someone, they can never pretend it did not happen. Don't skip. You are standing at the edge of something life-changing. There is a quiet courage building inside them. Not loud promises. Not dramatic declarations. Just steady resolve. The kind that forms when someone finally understands the value of what they almost lost. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation they have accepted: you are not part of a temporary season. You are part of a permanent story they want to build intentionally. They are no longer thinking in fragments or maybes. They are thinking long-term. Deeply. Seriously. And what surprises them most is how peaceful that decision feels. This turning point has aligned their heart with their actions. The fear of vulnerability has dissolved into a desire for honesty. The hesitation that once delayed them has transformed into clarity. You were meant to see this because your own journey has prepared you to receive something real, not uncertain. When they reach out, when they speak from this new place of maturity, you will feel the difference instantly. It will not sound like confusion. It will not feel like doubt. It will feel grounded. Because this turning point was not rushed. It was earned. And what comes next will not be a test. It will be a beginning. Everything has been leading to this exact breath you are taking right now. Your soulmate's turning point has become a doorway, and they are reaching for the handle. This is no longer about reflection. It is about revelation. They finally understand that what they feel for you is not temporary emotion. It is alignment. It is recognition at a soul level that refuses to fade, no matter how much time passes or how many distractions appear. Don't skip, because this is the culmination of everything you have felt building. They have accepted a truth that changed them overnight. You are the person who challenges them to grow, who inspires them to be more open, more intentional, more real. And instead of resisting that challenge, they are embracing it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the surprising part: they are no longer afraid of the future with you. They are imagining it, planning for it, seeing you in spaces they once pictured alone. This turning point has transformed uncertainty into vision. You were meant to see this because your own path has been preparing you for a partnership that feels equal, not confusing. Balanced, not uncertain. Grounded, not fleeting. When they step forward now, it will not feel like a question. It will feel like an answer. An answer to the silence. An answer to the distance. An answer to the quiet hope you tried to ignore. This is once-in-a-lifetime clarity meeting once-in-a-lifetime connection. And when your soulmate finally stands before you with this new certainty, you will recognize it instantly. Not as a surprise, but as destiny fulfilled at exactly the right turning point. The silence between you is about to be replaced with something undeniable. Your soulmate has crossed from realization into readiness. This turning point was never just an internal shift, it was a preparation for action. And now, they feel the momentum building. The hesitation that once held them back has been replaced by a steady, grounded confidence. Don't skip this moment. You are standing at the threshold of change. They have understood something that startled their heart: losing you would not just mean losing a connection, it would mean losing a version of themselves that only exists when you are near. That realization changed everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They are no longer waiting for signs from the outside world. They have become their own confirmation. The clarity they searched for is now within them. And with that clarity comes courage. This is once-in-a-lifetime awareness. They are preparing to show up differently. Not with uncertainty. Not with half-truths. But with openness that feels mature and intentional. They want you to see the growth. They want you to feel the sincerity. You were meant to see this because your journey has mirrored theirs. While they were reaching their turning point, you were strengthening your boundaries, refining your expectations, deepening your self-worth. Now both paths are converging. When the next conversation begins, it will not feel like a repeat of the past. It will feel like the start of something elevated. Because this turning point has aligned not just their heart, but their direction. And when two people align in both heart and direction, what follows is not confusion. It is clarity that changes everything. The shift you have been waiting for is no longer invisible, it is unfolding. Your soulmate is standing at the final edge of this turning point, and this time, there is no stepping back. They have replayed every memory, examined every doubt, and questioned every feeling. And after all of it, one truth remains steady: you are the person they cannot replace. Don't skip this. What happens next will define everything. There comes a rare moment in life when someone realizes that love is not about convenience. It is about alignment. It is about choosing the one who feels like growth, not comfort. And your soulmate has reached that rare moment. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Here is the revelation that feels almost unbelievable. They no longer fear vulnerability with you. They crave it. They want the real conversations. The honest expressions. The shared vision of something lasting. This turning point has turned uncertainty into intention. You were meant to see this because your heart has been preparing for a connection that feels stable, not temporary. Deep, not surface level. Intentional, not accidental. When they move toward you now, it will carry weight. Not pressure, but purpose. And you will feel the difference immediately. This is not a cycle repeating. This is a chapter beginning. Because when someone reaches a true turning point, they do not return the same way they left. They return transformed. And this transformation is leading them straight to you. You can feel it now, can't you? The energy has changed. Your soulmate is no longer questioning the turning point. They are honoring it. There is a profound calm inside them, the kind that only arrives after a storm of inner conflict finally clears. They are not rushing toward you. They are walking with certainty. And that difference is everything. Don't skip this moment, because this is where fate becomes choice. They have realized something that shook them in the most beautiful way. You were never chasing them. You were aligning with them. And while they were learning, growing, and facing their own fears, you were evolving too. Now both of you stand on new ground. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They understand that love is not proven by intensity alone. It is proven by consistency, by effort, by the willingness to build something meaningful over time. And they are ready to build. This turning point has dissolved old patterns. The need to escape. The tendency to hesitate. The instinct to protect their heart at all costs. They now see that protecting something real sometimes means opening up completely. You were meant to see this because your patience was not passive. It was powerful. Your silence was not weakness. It was strength. And your growth did not go unnoticed. When they approach you now, it will feel balanced. Equal. Steady. Not a whirlwind. But a foundation. And as this next chapter unfolds, you will realize that the turning point was never just about them choosing you. It was about both of you becoming ready at the exact same time. And that timing changes everything. There is a heartbeat between you that has started to sink again. Your soulmate feels it. At this stage of the turning point, something extraordinary has happened. They are no longer focused on what went wrong. They are focused on what can finally go right. That shift alone has rewritten their entire perspective. Don't skip, because this is where everything becomes undeniable. They have come to a realization that feels almost overwhelming in its clarity. Every lesson, every delay, every misunderstanding was shaping them into someone capable of loving you the right way. Not the rushed way. Not the uncertain way. But the intentional way. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the surprising truth: they now see you as part of their long-term vision, not just an emotional chapter. They imagine conversations that go deeper. Plans that extend further. Moments that feel grounded and real. This turning point has matured them. They are no longer reacting from old patterns. They are responding from growth. And growth creates stability. You were meant to see this because your own intuition has been whispering that something has shifted. The tension you once felt is easing. The doubt is dissolving. In its place is a quiet confidence. When they step forward now, it will not feel like a test of your patience. It will feel like an invitation to build. This is once-in-a-lifetime alignment, two people who had to grow separately before they could truly meet again. And as this energy continues to rise, you will sense that the turning point is no longer a possibility. It is a promise unfolding. The story you thought was paused has been quietly rewriting itself. Your soulmate is no longer standing at the turning point. They are walking through it with intention. There is a new depth in them now. A steadiness that was not there before. They are no longer reacting to emotions, they are responding with clarity. And that clarity carries your name. Don't skip this part, because what I am about to reveal changes everything. They have realized that meeting you was not just about romance. It was about awakening. You challenged them to confront their fears, to grow beyond old limitations, to become someone capable of real partnership. And now, they see that growth as a gift. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: they understand that true love is not about finding someone perfect. It is about finding someone who inspires transformation. And you did that for them. That realization is powerful. It means they are no longer approaching you from insecurity or uncertainty. They are approaching you from strength. From readiness. From a desire to build something meaningful that lasts. You were meant to see this because your journey has not been random either. While they were reaching their turning point, you were becoming more self-aware, more grounded, more prepared for something stable. Now the timing feels different. Not forced. Not rushed. Aligned. When they step toward you next, it will not feel like a question hanging in the air. It will feel like a decision made with full awareness. Because this turning point was never about whether they loved you. It was about whether they were ready to love you the right way. And now, they are. A door that once seemed closed is now slowly opening from the inside. Your soulmate feels the shift so strongly that it surprises even them. This turning point has become more than a decision, it has become a declaration within their own heart. They are no longer negotiating with their feelings. They are honoring them. Don't skip this moment, because you are witnessing a rare transformation. They have come to understand that some connections do not disappear, no matter how much time or distance tries to test them. What you share has endured. It has matured. It has waited patiently for both of you to become ready. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the shocking yet beautiful truth: they now see that walking away from you would have meant walking away from their own growth. You were not just someone they cared about. You were the catalyst for their evolution. That realization carries weight. It means they are approaching you with a different mindset. Not seeking validation. Not chasing excitement. But choosing stability, depth, and long-term intention. You were meant to see this because your intuition has been preparing you for a reconnection that feels elevated. Not a repeat of the past, but a refined version of it. The energy between you is no longer uncertain. It is aligning. When they step forward now, their words will feel grounded. Their actions will feel consistent. Their presence will feel intentional. Because this turning point has rewritten their priorities. And what comes next will not feel like chance. It will feel like two souls meeting again, this time fully aware of what they almost lost and fully ready to protect what they are about to build.